Yo, we're back live, man. Sorry for the little delay. I was trying to decide if I wanted to get on live or not. I was just laying in bed like, oh man, I don't feel like getting up. But I'm up. The card is on now, and if you guys are just joining, the card is on now. We do have 3 preliminary fights before the card. All right. At least before the main event. All right. I'm actually brewing some coffee right now. Yeah, man, dudes, I gotta go to work too. I gotta go to work and I'm tired. Last night I was with the family, spending some some time, with the family and eating and having drinks and I didn't even go to sleep that early, but I got a few good hours in. I'm brewing some coffee right now, so I'm about to get that going. But we good. We made it, man. We have to do these maybe 2, 3 times a year where we get up really, 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 really early and do these live cars. But it's all good, man. It's Inoue. We gotta be here. We're about to make history, you know. Um, what's my coffee of choice? I use Cafe Brustel. Uh, I like Spanish coffee. Yeah, gotta be strong for me. Um, I normally, yeah, I normally either drink in black, or I add just a little bit of creamer and a couple sugars, and I'm good to go. I need my coffee to be strong though. I'm actually trying not to drink it daily though. I don't want to end up being one of those people that get headaches if they don't drink coffee. Yeah. Give me 1 second. Let me go to the channel real quick. What's good, everybody, man? I know the energy is low, but it'll pick up the longer I'm on here. All right. Just give me a minute. I'm just tired, man. I just literally got out of bed just now. And I couldn't decide if I wanted to get out of bed or not. But I seen there was like 10, 12 people waiting. So I was like, oh man, I gotta get up. Yeah. Uh I don't know exact time that they're walking out. I kind of like the schedule is not always right with these cards here. So, I kind of just get up early, but we have 3 preliminary fights. So we actually have a full card to cover. I don't know if they're going to have a lot of delays. All right, but the first fight just started on the main card, all right? So we got 3 fights, and then we have the main event. Right now, we got Takai against Diaz. Uh, I'm not a small guy expert, so I know most of the main fighters. Yeah, I haven't missed an Inoue fight in years. It's been years. Yeah, I heard them just say that Takai is a former kickboxer. Takei is using a lot of movement, just good left hand to the body from Takei. Good right hand and left to the body from Takei. 30 seconds left in the first round. This is only an eight rounder. Clear first round to Takei so far. He's landing some pretty heavy shots, closing out this first round. All right, good first round for Takei. I don't think we're ever gonna get Tank versus Inoue. It's I don't want to say never. It's possible. You never know. Especially if he goes to 1-26 and beat everybody too. I think that'd be a tougher challenge. You know, that would be tough. Going to 126 would be tough. I think it could be done though. I mean, he definitely got the skills to beat everybody at 126. You just got to question whether or not like when does style comes in place. Like when is it going to be a fact? When is size going to be a factor for in a way? Um, but you never know. Money talks. And if he let's say he becomes undisputed at 126, or becomes champion at least, and maybe pick up a couple titles, and the money is on the table. I don't know. Maybe he'll go up to two divisions. I mean, look at the way things are going now. I mean, Bud is willing to go up two divisions to fight Canelo, or I'm sorry, three divisions to fight Canelo. So it won't be the craziest thing. Oh god, these guys are starting to fight this round. Both of them are starting to load up on some of these shots. Takei is still pretty much getting the better of him though. Yeah, you just never know. Guys are jumping around divisions like crazy now. But Inoue might, want something other than he's not gonna go up. I mean, he's Tank is not gonna come down. I don't think Tank is gonna meet him anywhere in the middle. Maybe they can get him to come down to 133, but it gotta be a lot of money on the line. And it would be because Inoue is a star over there on his side, and Tank is a star here. So you never know. You never know, especially maybe the Saudis getting around involved. You never know with boxing anymore. Nothing really, really surprises me anymore. Good. Oh, Takei caught him with a monster body shot. This guy's not getting back up. His mouthpiece is out. Caught him with a monster, monster, monster. This guy's hurt really, really bad. Yo, Takei like lunging with a big left hand to the body. Diaz is down. He's rolling around in pain. The fight is over. Did you guys see that? It's over. It's over. Hit that thumbs up, by the way, if you haven't already, guys. This guy's hurt. This guy just stepped in and it hit him with a big body shot from way out, from way outside. This guy was down, rolling around, man. He's still down. This guy's still down. He's like actually starting to get up now. Good shot. He feinted with the lead hand, stepped in and caught him with a left right to the body, man. Good shot. Boo. Oh, liver shot. It's over. He that's his eighth win, 8 knockouts. All knockouts. Definitely someone to check out, look forward to, keep an eye on. Yeah, I had some turkey, man. I pretty much had all the Thanksgiving food last night, man. I had uh no, you know what? Did I have turkey? I had ribs, I had chicken, mac and cheese, collard greens, candy yams, rice, shrimp. I had everything on my plate, man. I had everything. I had everything that was there. I had a little bit of it. Had some wine. Had like a little mixed drink. I drank a lot of water though. Drunk a lot of water. Says that punch reminds you of Vic Darchinia. Yeah. Vic was powerful, you know. Vic was a beast for a small guy too. Vic was a good fighter. Yeah, I had everything, man. But I drank a lot of water. I knew I didn't want to be too messed up. Give me 2 seconds. I'm just gonna grab my coffee real quick. All right, we back. We back. We back. All right, we back. Any chance to Palace last 12 rounds? Nah, I don't think so, man. I don't think so. I don't think so. Uh, like I said on the breakdown, what's up, Sean? Like I said in the breakdown, I think Tapales is gonna fight more than Fulton. You know, he's not gonna lay down. It should be a good fight. I think if he were to ever give Inoue some trouble, it's gonna be because of the timing and the angles. But Inoue is gonna he's gonna adjust to whatever Tapales is doing very early to me. You know, I don't think it's gonna last as long as the Fulton fight, but that's because he's gonna engage a lot more. I think Fulton was like Fulton just could never get the timing down, and once Inoue was faster than him. Inoue was beating him in every way. It just made him not want to really engage. He was just being overly cautious, which is understandable. I mean, he got knocked out anyway, but I don't think it's going to be like that with Tapales. Even in the fights where he was losing, Tapales was still letting his hands go. And like I was watching a lot of his fights, and I don't think it's going to be that way. So I think that's part of the reason, even more of a reason why Inoue is going to beat him. So it should be a good fight. What's up, Simone? I'm doing good, man. I'm doing good. I wanted to finish this year strong. And I know I've been making a lot of content, uh, and just trying to stay as active as possible. Just throwing content out there like crazy. Yeah, everybody's been saying that. What's up, High New? Everybody's been leaving comments saying that the New Way is prepared for this fight even more than the Fulton fight. But Tapales is good, but Inoue is going to adjust to whatever he's doing. Even if Tapales have a good round or two, I think Inoue is going to catch him, and that's pretty much it. Yeah, I was thinking about doing a breakdown for Arthur Beterbiev and Callum Smith soon. Let's look at the schedule. Let me pull up the ESPN boxing schedule. Excuse me. So what do we have? Um, the 31st on New Year's Eve. Kazuto Yoko is going to be fighting Josper Perez. All right. Depending on when that fight is happening, or what time, I'm not sure covering that fight. Virgil Ortiz Jr. is going to be making his return against Frederick Lawson on January 6th. I'll let you guys know if I go live for that. January 13th, Artur Beterbiev is going to be facing Callum Smith. Yeah, who else? Natasha Jonas is going to be facing against Michaela Mayer on the 20th. That should be a good fight. Kenshiro Taraji is going to be facing Carlos Canizales. Not familiar with him. Canizales, I don't know. And then in January, at the end of the month, you got Jaime Munguia against John Ryder. That should be a pretty good fight. So we got a decent schedule. February we got Tiafimo against Jermaine Ortiz, decent fight. Keyshawn Davis is going to be facing off against Jose Pedraza. It's funny because Keyshawn Davis was recently suspended because of marijuana, but they actually, if he's scheduled to fight on this undercard already, that must mean that they got him on a card that's right on the end of his suspension. February 16th, Oshaki Forces fighting Abraham Nova. I might go to that fight. I haven't been to a fight in a while. I think the last fight I went to was it Shakur Stevenson against who's the Japanese fighter? I forgot his name. I think that's the last fight I might have went to. I think that might be. That's at least that's the last fight I remember going to. So Shaki Foster is going to be fighting in New York against Abraham. I might go to that one. It's been a while, and they still have February 17th for Fury and Usyk. Yeah. Anything in March? You got Amanda Serrano against Nina Minky. I'm not familiar. Jake Paul is supposed to be fighting. I don't know. I think I'm done with the influencer cards. I'm looking forward to seeing Virgil Ortiz Jr. fight. Um, I said it to you guys recently on one of the lives that I did. I'm not sure how good he does at 154. I don't know. I would think he's a little too small at 154 to compete with the very best up there. I wasn't even sure if he can beat the guys at 147. You remember he was scheduled to fight Stanionis, and Stanionis would have been probably the best test in his career. And because of the health issues, we weren't able to get that fight. But that was his biggest test at 147, and we didn't get that fight. So it's kind of hard to call because 154, it's a lot of guys up there, man. Yeah, I hear you. He's probably is looking big at he probably does look big at the weight, but there are bigger guys at the weight, you know. Those guys at 154, a lot of those guys can easily fight as middleweights. So we just gotta wait and see. I'm really disappointed. I mean, his health is his health. There's nothing we could do about that. But damn, there was so many good fights at 147 for him, right? So many good fights, man. Stanionis, Boots Ennis, maybe even Crawford or whoever. It's so many Keith Thurman. That it would have been so many good opportunities there for him at 147. But I hope he can stay healthy because I'm not gonna lie, I was thinking like, man, this guy is never gonna, you know, this guy is never gonna be really, really good as far as his health. I was hoping he wouldn't have to retire early. That's one fear, and it can still happen because this is an ongoing issue. But hopefully the extra weight will make it work out for him. You know, I don't know what's going on with Jamel Charlo. You know, I don't know. Um, I didn't speak on the whole uh arrest situation because I didn't know enough, and I don't think there were no there weren't a lot of like official details of what happened. I think people came out and started saying it was domestic and he beat up his wife, and they had this phone call recording where he's saying that he punched some woman or someone in the mouth or in the eye. So I don't know. I'm not covering stuff like that no more. I'm done with it. I know people even recently was asking me to cover the Dimitri Bivol situation, and I was like, I think I'm done talking about these boxers and these domestic situations. Unless it's affecting a scheduled fight. I think I'm done talking about it. I think Tank was the last one, and I'm done. You know, I think I'm done. What are the chances of Tapales winning for me? I'll say like maybe a 20% chance. I mean, listen, I've seen bigger upsets, but I don't think Inoue is losing. You know, he's not just too talented to me; he's too disciplined. So I'm not giving him much of a shot. I actually think he's at a disadvantage by being a southpaw. Yeah, I talked about that in a breakdown video that I did. Um, I'm sure if he won the fight, you guys that's trying to put money down for an upset, I don't think that this is the one. There's a lot of probably Filipino fans, but there's a few comments of people saying that it was more than a few. A lot of people were saying that Tapales. I was reading the comments. There's a lot of fans out there that think Tapales is gonna pull it off. I don't think so. I wouldn't bet against Inoue. I think the only two people I just wouldn't bet against in boxing at all is Terrence Crawford and Inoue. I just wouldn't. Those are the only two boxers that no matter what I wouldn't bet against unless they are moving up like three divisions or something crazy. I just, even if Inoue started 126 tomorrow, I just, there's no fight there that I would bet against him. I mean, the only disadvantage that he would have is size, but he's just way better than everybody up there. What's crazy? I was thinking about no, we still got two more fights before Inoue fights. Uh I was thinking about, what if Inoue moved up and fought Rafael Espinoza. Like, let's just say this is a guy that just beat uh Ramirez. So he goes up and he fights a guy that's like 6'2". How tall is this guy? Let me look him up. Rafael Espinoza. This is the man that just beat. He's like 6'2" or 6'1". He's fighting at 126. So Inoue would be fighting a guy that's probably like 7 inches taller than him, right? I still would pick him to win. I would still pick him to win, man. With the volume of Espinoza and all of that, I would still pick Inoue to win. I just would not pick against him right now. And those fights are tougher. Those fights are tougher. I mean, he goes to 126. You got Luis Alberto Lopez. You got Rafael Espinosa. You got Ray Vargas. You got Uh, you got Brandon Figueroa still. It's every one of those guys can get caught. And not for nothing. Inoue is coming off his best win, in my opinion. And he looked better than ever. I said the same thing with Crawford. It's like these guys will go up and step up to their best opponent, and they bring it, they take it to another level. All right. The next fight is coming on. Um, and this is why I don't do pound for pound videos like that. I know some fighters like to rearrange their pound for pound. Some certain fans like to rearrange their pound for pound list as every fight, every weekend they're talking about pound for pound this. I don't do it. Um, I truly believe that Inoue and Crawford are the two top tier fighters, no matter what. I think Usyk, even if he were to beat Tyson Fury, I personally just think that even if he were to beat Tyson Fury, and you can make an argument, you can make a strong argument that he would be the best fighter in the world or whatever. That's fine, pound for pound. I just think that if Crawford and Inoue were to fight Usyk, and Usyk brings the kind of tally in, if they were to fight each other and they were like roughly around the same size, I still think Crawford in a way is just more talented. I think it's between Crawford and Inoue. I think those are two, no matter what, are the best talents. And that's just no matter what. I just see them being the two best fighters in the world. And I think everyone after that, you have Usyk, you have Canelo, uh, and everybody else. I don't even know where I'm at as far as order right now. I do have Devin Haney up there. Now I do have, who else do I still have? I have Tiafimo in the top 10 somewhere. I still have better BF in the top 10. I still have Bivol in the top 10, but yeah. But I don't have an order. All right, let's go back to this card here. One thing I forgot to do before I got on this live was eat. I'm actually starting to feel it right now. Should have warmed up some of them leftovers I had from Christmas dinner last night. The average someone. I think this is the guy that fought him last, and I remember watching it on the undercard, but he looked good on the last card. I just can't remember the fight that well. Yeah, he fought. Yeah, he fought. Um, who did he fight last? He was on the undercard last year. Who did he fight? Let me pull up his box rec real quick. He fought Min Ho Jung, and he stopped him in the eighth round. I remember watching this fight because this is when he fought Paul Butler. This is when Inoue fought Paul Butler. Um, I just remember him scoring the knockout. I don't remember him well enough to like tell you how he is, because that was the only time I seen him. But I remember being live last year with the Paul Butler fight, and that's all I saw of him. So I can't really tell you how he is, but I just remember him scoring a knockout. Nah, I'm not gonna eat. I'm good. I'm good. I might just get a snack or something in between this fight, the next fight. Yeah, big size difference here. Diaz looks nervous. Are you guys watching the face to face here? Hirioka, yeah. Much bigger than Diaz here. Much bigger. He's also a southpaw. I'm actually preparing to do a video. I I'm gonna talk about I mean, Hirioka should actually get some time in, being that he hasn't fought in a year. Diaz doesn't look like much of a threat here. I mean, he's standing right in front of him. Hirioka is just popping him with the jab. But he might actually get this guy out of here. They're both southpaws. I was gonna say, I'm gonna do a video on the heavyweight division. I think being that we're getting closer and closer to the end of this generation, the current generation, and I mean Fury, Joshua, Wilder, Parker, all these guys. Oh, he's down. First left hook. Hirioka didn't even look like he put much power into that, but this guy went down. This guy is gonna get stopped. He's barely. He's not even really. He's not really even putting any effort here. And Hirioka was able to drop him with a right hook. I mean, you saw it in the face off. I mean, he didn't even want to like look up or anything like that. Diaz is actually putting on a little bit more of a fight now, but Hirioka is just easily outboxing him, just popping him with that jab. All right, Diaz. Diaz caught him with a jab and a right hook to the body. Good jab from Hirioka. He's just Diaz. Diaz is pretty much standing right in front of him, just getting popped. He got hit with a lot of jabs this first round. We have 20 seconds left. Good combination from Diaz just there to finish off the first round. Good uppercut from Hirioka. I'm gonna do a video on the heavyweight division, and I'm basically gonna do a uh top 10 fights in the past decade or so. Uh I had actually started making a list, and I put the top 10. We're gonna do the top 10 fights in the heavyweight division for the past 10 years. Somebody had asked me on the live the other day, you know, whether or not I look forward to the next crop of heavyweights. And I do. It's not that I don't look forward to them, but I don't think, as much as we complain about the current generation and the amount of fights that didn't happen, um, I still enjoy this generation. It was very exciting, seeing all of these guys. They dethroned Klitschko, and they put on some good showings, good performance, and shocking knockouts. It's been so many of them in the past 10 years. So I can't wait to do that video, man. I can't wait. Definitely interested in looking and seeing what you guys are going to say in the comments as well. Uh, yeah, I can't wait. I can't wait. So I'm going to do a video on that. So we're round two, and Hirioka is still, just popping them with that jab. Diaz is starting to lunge in now. I mean, what I will say is that once Diaz got knocked down, he started to wake up a little bit, and now he's starting to let his hands go a little bit more. But he still doesn't stand much of a chance. And I really honestly don't even think that Hirioka is trying to knock him out. I think he's just trying to get the rust off. Good left hand. Good left hand. Perfectly timed. Best shot of the fight so far from Hirioka. What's up, Focus? Was good. Merry Christmas. Yeah, truth. That's how I believe. I think they don't have much personality or charisma, but I think at least listen, if we get the fights, that'll be good. As long as we get the fights. I think the current heavyweights might overwhelm their stay a little bit just because the money's still gonna be there. Good left hand from Hirioka around the guard of Diaz. Diaz is trying to get in there, but he's not being effective with these combos, and he's missing most of them. Nice body shot from Hirioka. Diaz looks hurt. Diaz is coming back forward again to finish this round. Again, just like the last round, Diaz has started to throw some combos, and he's finishing off the round strong. But oh, good shot from Diaz. Diaz actually caught him. Hirioka lunged in with a lead right hook, and Diaz was able to counter him with a backhand hook, and made him pay. All right, almost got knocked down from being off balance. Everybody's asking me about that with Jai. I think Jai Opatai might be a little too small for heavyweight. I mean, he has the skills, but I don't know, man. I think what is going to happen is Jai might take a fight up there, and if the opportunity strikes, might drop back down to cruiserweight. Maybe something like do something like maybe Maris Breedis did. When Breedis went up and knocked out Char. He might do something like that, but I don't know if he would go up to heavyweight and just compete. But he might have to. He might force it. He might be forced into doing it because I personally just don't think anyone is going to fight him at cruiserweight, to be honest, especially now that he doesn't have a title. I think the important thing is for him to stay active. Just get on these cards as much as possible. But I honestly don't think the other champions at cruiser is going to fight him. Yeah, Hirioka doesn't have any inside game. Doesn't I haven't seen anything from him up to this point. Good shots from Diaz. Diaz is actually starting to counter him with some decent shots. And again, anytime the fight is in close range, Hirioka is forced to tie up. I mean, he's not even throwing anything on the inside here. And he's trying to keep it rangy, but whenever Diaz closes the gap, Hirooka ties up immediately. He doesn't throw anything from the inside. Hirooka, I don't know if he has it, but when Diaz lunges in like that, he should the opportunity to catch him with the uppercut is there. Because if you notice, Diaz is leaning his head in, and he's kind of big left hand from Diaz. Yeah, Hirooka should time him with that uppercut because sometimes this guy's head is like leaning down, and I haven't seen Hirooka really try to counter him with it. But Diaz is actually winning this third round so far. 1 minute left in the third round. I don't know if Diaz can hurt this guy though. I mean, again, Diaz is still much smaller. Good body shot from Hirooka lands. Good round. Now Hirooka is walking him down. Another body shot from Hirooka. Diaz caught him with a right hook. Diaz is starting to show a lot of heart here. He's fighting. He's winning on his inside. Big shot from Hirooka lands. Very competitive back and forth. Third round. Problems with Diaz is that he gets caught a lot coming in, and Hirooka is still the bigger puncher between the two. Good round, very close round. Hirooka might have stole the round back, but Diaz had his moments. A very close round between the two. Very good round from both. Yeah, no average. He didn't just come in for a payday because he's fighting now. Ever since he got knocked down, he's been letting his hands go. But Diaz doesn't look like he has a lot of power, and even though he's landing some good shots, he hasn't landed anything significant here. I think at the very most, if he can get a knockdowns because he can get Hirooka off balance there. But Diaz got some skills. You can tell. I mean, he's pivoting and turning with him at times. He's caught him with some good angles. Uh, he definitely got some kind of skill. Hirooka just looks to be a little limited here. I think there's that uppercut from Hirooka. He needs to find a way to time that as coming in, but Hirooka is very limited. He doesn't appear to have any inside game. Um, Mainly just the 1-2, and he has a decent hook, but I don't know, man. What weight class is this in? This is at 140. Hirooka can't compete with the top 140 guys. Nice combo from Hirooka. He can't compete with the top guys at 140. I don't know where he's ranked. Hiroko, there he goes for the uppercut. He tried to time the uppercut. That one was blocked, but he's having a pretty good round. There's 50 seconds left in the fourth round. This is an 8-round fight. One knockdown scored in the first round. Good left and right from Hirioka. Diaz is starting to look a little tired. Looks like these big heavy shots are starting to take his toll on Diaz. Diaz is still trying to fight back, but he's actually just getting hit with a lot of heavy shots this round. Oh, another left around the guard and a right. Diaz might be going down. Oh, Hirioka is just pounding him now. Diaz is eating most of the shots. It's funny because Diaz got knocked out in the first round. Oh, he's getting hit with some heavy shots here. He got knocked down by one of the lightest punches that Hirioka landed all fight. Give me a second. I'll be right back. I gotta go to the bathroom. Not bad, guys. I'm back. All right, we're in round 5, and ref just stepped in and stopped the fight. I mean, from what I was just seeing, I didn't really see a stoppage, but whatever. Diaz was on the ropes. I don't think they should have stopped it. I don't think they should have stopped it, but I mean, it is what it is. Yeah, but he didn't look like he was hurt though. He didn't look like he was hurt too bad. He got caught with a few shots. It's not really 147. I mean, they're fighting above 140, but I mean, if you look at all of his fights, outside of a couple of fights, he might just be fighting just above 140, you know. So it doesn't he might not be a 147 fighter, even though he's fighting above 140 for this fight. He's 142 for this fight. But all of his other fights are at 139 or 140 prior to this one. So that's why I said 140. I don't know how I feel about him. I'm not all that impressed with Hirioka. He's okay. He's okay. It's just I mean, he's in a crowded division right now. You got a bunch of guys that, even the older guys that's been at 140. I don't know. It's just a crowded division. I mean, the top 20 guys at like 140 right now are all good. I can't see him competing with any top 140 fighter. He said he called out any champion at 140. He's coming for them. That's what he just said. uh, I wouldn't want to see him fight any champion, or even a top contender. I mean, like I said, it's a very very crowded division. You know, very very crowded. I just nah. I think he needs some time to work on some things. What's up, Arlette? How you doing? Happy holidays to you. What's up, Kodo? I actually think Rolly would beat him, and Rolly's not good, but I would pick Rolly to beat him. Right? Again, like I said, the top 20: Haney, Lopez, Prograis, Hitchens, Barbosa, Ryan, Matias, Ramirez, Gary Russell, Michelle Rivera, Sandor Martin, Lindolfo Delgado, Jose Pedraza. I mean, I would pick Jose Pedraza to beat him. So I don't really know. I mean, even Liam Power, who just beat this cat, Love, it is. I just wouldn't. 140 is crowded, man. Just it's just too many people. I don't know if Taylor moved up officially. I don't know when we're gonna see him in the ring again. So it's he hasn't been in the ring since he lost to Tiafimo. Uh, we just gotta wait and see. Yeah, I could see that, Mike. I mean, he just needs some time, but I don't know. Like again, I'm not that familiar with him. This is my second time watching him fight. Um, it just wasn't really that impressed, to be honest. He definitely needs some. I just can't see him beating a top 20 guy, or even maybe top 30. I think a lot of these fighters, like, I mean, look, if I could go down even further, does he beat Ramses Barthélemy? Does he beat Jose Zepeda? Does he beat Montana Love? I don't think so. I just don't. I don't think so. Yeah, so that's just my opinion. You got O'Hara Davis is fighting Ismael Barroso. Does he beat Ismael Barroso? I don't think so. I don't think he beats O'Hara Davis neither. Nah, Rocky. I don't believe he's black, but he does have some black features. He does. I thought about that when I was watching him fight. I just didn't say anything. He's Japanese, but he does have some black features, I guess. I guess with his just he does look like he is. He looks like he's mixed maybe. Maybe he is. I don't know. He could be mixed. Maybe his one of his parents is black or something like that. I thought about that earlier. I just didn't say anything. It's like this guy looks like he's I see him being Japanese, but he does look like he could be black too. Oh, you said his mother is from Ghana. Okay. Yeah, all right. So I mean if that's true, then that's yeah. I see the features though. Yeah, I thought that was yeah, that was so wild how he just spoke English. He's like, any champion, I'm coming for you. I'll probably go to Japan. Not this year. I think in maybe 2025. I'm probably gonna try to go out there. I've been trying to go out there for years now. Um, it's just so hard because I have other travel plans already booked for this year, but hopefully the following year I'll be looking to go to Japan and spend a couple of weeks out there. Yeah, I mean that's a good call out, but I can't see him beating the top guys. You know, just went down a list. It's a lot of bodies at the 140, man. Yeah, Jamel Herring is pretty much saying the same thing. Maybe a couple more fights with some world class fighters. I agree. All right, so we have one more fight before the main event. Anyone in the comments actually think Marlon Tapales has is gonna win? Yeah, team, I've heard that. I've heard that, but I'm that stuff like that doesn't really bother me. You know, I've traveled to a lot of places and I've always felt comfortable. Say you get more of a chance for Tapales and Cool Boy. No, I think Tapales gets stopped a little earlier, but I think Tapales will put on a better fight. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. I don't know. We it's gonna happen. If Tapales get knocked out within 2 or 3 rounds, though, there's nowhere that you can really go with it. He's gonna. I think he gets stopped earlier. I've had some friends that went to, I know that have gone to Thailand and they felt that way when they walked around in Thailand. They felt like, I'm talking about black dudes. They felt like they were like celebrities out there walking around. But I would feel that wouldn't make me feel uncomfortable. Timo asks, "What's the two hardest divisions to become undisputed in? A win over Tapales is good, but not legacy defining." Well, it is legacy defining simply because he'll be a two division champ, undisputed champ. But this particular fight here is not going to be like, oh, he beat this guy. I get what you're saying, so I agree with that. But it's a historical win. But unfortunately, the two toughest challenges at 118 and 122 were the fight prior to the undisputed fight. Because he's going to get more credit from being Donaire and Fulton than he does against Butler and Tapales. All right, so it is going to go in the history books. It's just like, um, what I will say is, for the top division, the most hard divisions to become undisputed, uh, I would say definitely light heavy right now. I mean, look at the two champions. Better BF and Bevo will have to beat each other in order to become undisputed. So I think that guarantee is a guarantee hardest division. And look, I mean, look at the people that they beat to become champions and defend their titles. Better BF beat all of these guys: Marcus Brown, Joe Smith Jr., excuse me, Anthony Yard, Volzdik. Uh, he's beaten so many good fighters over the years, and the same with Bevo. He beat Joe Smith as well. Uh, he's beaten Canelo. He's beaten a lot of good fighters. Sullivan Barrera. Both of these guys actually literally ran through the best fighters since since like Kovalev and since the Kovalev Ward era, Stevenson era. So I say 175 is definitely a real difficult division to be the best. I think 147 was one of the biggest divisions to be the best. Very difficult. 140 has always been difficult. Especially right now. If you come in becoming undisputed at 140 is really, really good because you still have all the older guys that you got to go through, and you have all the newer crop of guys too. So I think 140, 135. Well, 135, it was a lot of the belts were being passed around a lot at 135, but still very difficult. I think 126 is difficult. I think 115 is extremely difficult. Um, yeah, I think 115. 115 is difficult. 115, 126, 135, 140. I don't know what's going on with vote 47 right now, but if Crawford and Spence move up, the division is wide open. 154 right now, it's hard to become undisputed. I know Charlo was just undisputed, but to become undisputed again right now at 154 is crazy. There's a lot of talent at 154 right now. That would be hard. Yeah, I mean, Inoue, you said Inoue admitted that a lot of it was coincidence and luck. I mean, yeah, to get it into fights is cool. Some people's runs are going to be a little bit longer. I think my favorite runs of Undisputed in recent years was definitely Usyk's cruiserweight run and Josh Taylor's light welterweight run. I think those were my two favorite uh, because they both had to win the World Boxing Super Series, and then they also had to beat other top contenders outside of the tournament too. So I would say the two best runs were those. I think Canelo's run was good. Uh, of course, I like Spence and Crawford. If Spence would have won against Crawford, that would have been a great run at 147. But he got dominated by Crawford, and Crawford had a good wins. Crawford had underrated wins at 147. And I think people weren't giving them credit because they weren't PBC fighters and they didn't have bigger names, but they were good wins at 147. I think the wins at 147 were definitely better than the ones at 140. Yeah, like Usyk's run was the best to me though. I think Usyk's run at cruiserweight was the best. Usyk beat everybody. He beat everyone before the tournament, during the tournament, after the tournament. I just loved his run, man. Like he had to fight everybody in that run. That was such a good run. I mean, yeah, I made a video recently about tournaments. Tournaments are the best. We need to bring the tournaments back. And I made a video detailing that and how hopefully the Saudis, being that they're getting so involved in boxing now, hopefully we could get like a tournament. Uh, what was I gonna say? I think the tournaments is just the most prestigious uh thing in boxing. Especially if you're fighting the very, very, very best. Well, the problem with Crawford is that he made a lot of his wins look very, very easy. And sometimes that's not his fault. I think certain things are not his fault. I think because certain fighters look everybody just kept saying that they were washed up. They were washed up. They were all washed up. And no, Kell Brook was not in his prime. Neither was Amir Khan. But Bud made it look easy, and that was it. That's all we can get. Especially because Danny didn't want to fight him. Thurman didn't want to fight him. It was just like a lot of fighters didn't want to fight him at 147. All the PBC guys stayed away from him. Luckily, Sean did him the favor and fought him. But again, even that fight, Bud beat Sean Porter, and everybody said he was washed up. So this is what people were saying in order to bet against Bud. And then we saw in a fight with Spence that guy was better the whole time. Um, only thing I would say about like Bud struggling in the fight is I do believe that Kavaleskas punch was a knockdown. I think he got off with that. It's okay. Floyd did too with Zab. But I do think that was an actual knockdown. But it didn't matter because Bud beat the hell out of him for the rest of the fight after that. But I think that was an official knockdown, and it should have been an official knockdown. I think that's the only thing. Um, outside of that, Bud hasn't really struggled at a world class level. So right now we're just waiting for the next fight. They're basically just doing commentary on Inoue's career, and they're comparing it to Manny Pacquiao's. Tim Bradley says Inoue is a little bit more technical than Manny, which I agree with. I do agree with that. He is definitely much more technical than Pacquiao. Pacquiao had a phenomenal run. I mean, even with the losses in between, he had a crazy ass run. He had a really really crazy run. Especially when he got into the more popular fights when he moved up. Towards to welter. That run really made him a star. I mean, obviously he had already was champion in like five or so divisions prior to that, but I remember watching those fights live and having fight parties back then, way before YouTube was a thing. And man, like this guy just over and over and over again just was like destroying and knocking out all of these fighters. Manny's run was crazy, man. Yeah, but Manny's run was so crazy, man. Just being so much smaller, right? And just beating everybody up. Yeah, I'd never forget. Wait, I was so mad when he beat up Cotto. I was so angry watching that fight live, bro. And I was so angry. I was like, why is this guy beating the hell out of Miguel Cotto? Like, what is wrong? It was just like, it's just, man, it's just crazy. It's crazy. And then when he beat Antonio Margarito the way that he did, let me pull up Pacquiao. It just was like when he just, he didn't stop. Uh, like he didn't stop Margarito, but he just like he just messed his whole face up, man. I didn't care for him being an Oscar. Oscar right away didn't look right. Even when they was doing like the HBO specials, Oscar didn't look good leading up to the fight. I can admit to that. I didn't really care about him being an Oscar like that. I mean, there was, yeah, I think back then I just felt like, Oscar was bigger. But outside of that, I didn't think Oscar had it. I didn't like how he looked looking like leading up to the fight. But when he beat Cotto, that was, and I know there was a catch weight there, but when he beat Cotto, I was like, yo, what the hell, man? I hate watching that fight. Even now today, I think I might have watched that fight maybe like a couple years ago one day, and I was so pissed off Sean, relax. Yo, Sean is funny, man. This guy's a funny guy. Calm down, man. I know other people use catch weights. I'm not getting into the argument about catch weights. I just brought up that it was a catch weight. Relax. Kodo, him losing a Kodo. I watched the fight like a couple years ago, and I can't watch that fight anymore. I just can't because I was so angry on the night of the fight because I Kodo was like my guy. And it was just like, man, the domination. When he beat Margarito, I was happy because I didn't like Margarito. I didn't like Margarito. I was happy. I was happy every time Margarito lost after that whole shit with Kodo. But I hated the Joshua Cloudy fight. I would never understand that fight. That was probably the weirdest fight ever. It it was in the Dallas Stadium, and I don't know what the hell happened there. Like Cloudy, I guess he just showed up and didn't want to engage. And I think he just wanted to just not get knocked out. So he didn't fight. He just shielded himself the whole fight. That was one of the worst performances. Like it was just like, man, like it was supposed to be a big deal. And he just didn't show up. Who did Cloudy fight before Pacquiao? Oh, he had lost to Cotto. That was a close fight. That was a close fight. That fight there scared me. That fight made me feel that Cotto might have been done. That was the first fight where I said, well, Cotto wasn't the same, because I think that was a fight not too long. That was a fight that was not too long after the Margarito fight. Yeah. And I just thought that Cotto just didn't have the same punch resistance. Yeah, Pacquiao's resume is still better than Inoue's. But Inoue has still got a long way to go. I think Pacquiao's resume is still better. I wouldn't compare. Well, I mean, you can compare them because they're both Asian, but and smaller guys. I mean, Inoue and Pacquiao would have been a great fight, though. It would have been a great fight if they were to actually fight each other. But Manny Pacquiao had a good run, man. He definitely had a good run. Phenomenal one. It's just crazy because Pacquiao was so good, but it's like Marquez always had his number. Marquez just knew the time in a Pacquiao. It's like Manny Pacquiao is going to go down history being greater than Marquez, of course, but Marquez just always looked good against Pacquiao. Always, always looked good against Pacquiao. I didn't think Pacquiao won the third fight. I thought Marquez won that one. Uh, I think the first and second, I did a video. I can't. Obviously, the scoring in the first fight was messed up. One of the judges screwed up in there. I can't remember how I scored the second fight, but I know Marquez. I know I had Marquez winning the third. I thought Marquez won the third fight. But I thought Pacquiao was destroying Marquez in the fourth fight, but then Marquez knocked him out. I wish I was on YouTube when I wish I was on YouTube when Marquez and Pacquiao fought in that fourth fight. Yeah, they're really delaying this fight here. I'm hungry. Inoue against Wilfredo Gomez. I I've seen Gomez fight, but I wouldn't be able to. I don't know. I don't know. I can't. I don't know. I don't know, man. Said Inoue is too skilled. Like I think Inoue is really, 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 really skilled. Really, really, really skilled, and having the power to go with it. It just. I don't know. They're delaying this shit, man. I wish. Can we get the next fight, please? It is 4:30 in the morning. Let's get this out of the way. Please, let's get to this next fight. What do I think about Garcia Haney? I've Haney beating him. I've always had Haney beating him. Tatsumi and Anaguchi is about to start. Thank God. Please, let's go. I don't agree with that. AI. I think Inoue beats Rigo. I think Rigo, even Prime Rigo, loses to Inoue, in my opinion. At 122, it would have definitely been a harder fight, though. And I'm not just saying it like it would be easy. It would have definitely been a harder fight than these two, than Fulton and Tapales for sure. Um, but I would pick Inoue. Like I don't think Rigo beat him. I know Rigo beat Prime, Donaire, and everything. I understand that, but I don't know. I think Inoue would beat him simply because you know what Rigo's gonna do. You know what Rigo's gonna do. I think Inoue struggles maybe first couple rounds and figure him out, catch him with a good shot. I think Inoue is just too balanced overall to lose to Rigo. You know, I don't think he's gonna just stay out on the outside the entire time and just snipe him with the left hand. Um, it's not gonna go that way. But it would have definitely been his best win if they were to fight. You know, the prime Rigo would have been his most difficult opponent. I think. I wanted to see Neri and I really wanted to see Neri and Inoue fight at 118. Same thing with Casemiro. I would have loved to see that fight at 118. But Inoue would have beat him up too. He would have beat all of these guys. He's not losing to any of these guys. It's on ESPN, yes, ESPN Plus. How do I describe the style of Inoue? Um, Extremely technical, man. I, I don't I don't think Inoue gets enough credit with his technical ability. I think he's so explosive and powerful and athletic that I actually think of him to be a very, very technical fighter. He does, he does. I mean, outside of making, some mistakes, I think he does everything right. I don't really look at him as in being anything else but a extremely tactical fighter that just so happens to have a lot of power and speed. I can't really sit here and tell you because, like, even with the Fulton fight, right? It just, I feel like in that fight there, his style was just so slick. It was so beautiful. Like, how he was able to avoid and deal with Fulton's speed like it was nothing, with his hands low, like whatever way he chooses to fight, he can do it. I don't know. It's like he can showboat and be slick when he wants to, or he can be extremely technical and just wait to counter. And I really don't, it really depends on who he's facing, man. I don't know, man. Extremely technical though. That's all I could really describe him as. I know Edwin was like a bigger fighter, but I would have loved to see Edwin Valero against Inoue. That would have been a good fight to watch. That's another fight. I mean, somebody brought up Rigo already, and I've talked about Rigo fight in a way as well. But another fight that I would have loved to see is Edwin Valero against Inoue. And we talked about Edwin Valero fighting Manny Pacquiao a bunch of times, but that would have been another good fight to see. How many other channels is on? Showbiz is on. I see not a lot of people going to be on in America, at least, because Christmas was just yesterday. I'm sure everybody's hungover. Yeah, I don't see anybody else on. I see Showbiz on and True School Sports. He's on as well. What are you guys talking about? Christmas is good. Christmas is always good for me. Christmas is good. Christmas is a good day. I don't even care for the holiday itself that much. Um, I'm not crazy big on national holidays anymore. I like New Year's simply because it's just a new year. Um, but I'm not big on national holidays like that. It's just getting with the family is cool with me. That's just my favorite part about it. That's pretty much it. Tony and Gucci. All right, so we on the last fight before the main event. This is Sumi against Anaguchi. You could donate to me any way you like. You could do Cash App. The Cash App information you could donate here right on the YouTube app. I think you just clicked on the donation button that's in the comments, by the comments, the money sign. You could do it straight on YouTube anyway. That's, good for you. Thank you for the donation, Mr. Wait, I'm on the wrong comment section. I thought I was on my comment section. Thank you, Mr. Shin Lee. Somebody said before if I go to Japan to cover the fight live, uh I don't know. I kind of want to enjoy the experience, but maybe I will put in for a media pass if I will go to the fight in Japan. Thing is, I don't speak Japanese. I would definitely have to learn a little before going. But if I go to Japan, most likely I'm just gonna want to learn, just enjoy the experience. But I would go when I do go. I plan on going to a fight. I would definitely go to a fight. There's other places that I still want to experience a fight at. Japan is one of them. Uh, I also want to go to where else I want to go to? Jesus. Sean, thank you, my friend, for the Christmas donation. I appreciate that. Uh, thank you. Oh yeah, Japan. I want to go to Japan to experience a fight. Where else do I want to go see a fight live? I miss Wembley. I was supposed to go see a fight at Wembley Stadium. I went to Wembley, but I went to the arena. I didn't go to the actual stadium. I have not seen a boxing match at a stadium before. Period. Anywhere, not even in America. Yeah, I was trying to look up tickets for this fight, not to go, but just to see exactly how just what the tickets were looking like, and I couldn't find them online for some reason. I don't know if it's a certain way that you have to purchase tickets to a Japanese event, but I could not find how to use tickets or how to purchase tickets in for a Japanese fight. All right, next fight is up. Nice little fade, nice little stare down between the two fighters. All right, round one. Both southpaws again. It's just been a night of southpaws. So they saying Susumi is a switch hitter. They're both coming out as southpaws now. Good left hand by Inoue. A lot of movement from Susumi so far. He's landed a couple good jabs so far this round. Yeah, I was about to say that too. Susumi, especially with that lead hand being so low. Uh Susumi, nice left hand over the jab there. Good right hook. Good right, perfectly timed hook from Inoue. Good step up. Nice left hand from Inoue. Good check right hook from Inoue. He's been timing Susumi pretty well so far every time he steps in. Just about 30 seconds left in the first round. Good left hand from Susumi. I'm sorry, Inoue. Good round. Good round from Inoue so far. Good round. Inoue looked good. Inoue got that first round. What do you guys think of that first round? Yeah, Anaguchi had a good he just had the timing right. I know Sasumi was doing a lot of movement and stuff, but every time he stepped in, Anaguchi just had him timed. All right, round two. What's up, John Doe? Good overhand left lands for Sasumi. Now Sasumi switching it up a little bit here. This is a 10-round fight, by the way. Good overhand left lands for Sasumi. He's coming out being more aggressive now. He's fighting out of a high guard. And he's closed the gap in on Anaguchi. He's not boxing so far out and lunging in like before. Good left hand from Sasumi. Better second round so far for him. This first minute. Good. Oh, good. Two straight lefts land. Three straight lefts land for Anaguchi there in that little exchange. Anaguchi's been doing good with just the range. You know what I mean? He just understands. He's figured it out as early as the first round. He knows exactly where he needs to be. Where Sasumi hasn't completely figured it out yet. I know early in this second round, he had closed the gap on him, but it seems now Anaguchi's got another left hand lands for Anaguchi. It seems like Anaguchi just knows where exactly to be, you know, and landing that left hand. Good right hook and straight left from Anaguchi, and they tie up. Oh man, he's boxing very well. 40 seconds to go in the second round. Good right hook from Anaguchi. I mean, this round is it started out good with Sasumi, but since the Anaguchi has been finishing off strong in the last couple minutes here. Sasumi is having a real tough time here getting in range to land something decent. I got it 2-0. Yeah, um our Shadio gaming. I'm up. You up too. We up, man. AI, I don't think the scorecards are gonna really matter. I don't think it's really gonna matter. But yeah, I am really up. I've been up for 2 hours now, a little over 2 hours. What's up, Mr. Classic Metal? What's good with you, man? Um, yeah, I've been here since the beginning of this card. All right, hold on. Third round. I'll get to the comments in a second. Anaguchi is turning it up here. He threw a flurry, and Susumi is bleeding now from the left eye. He has a cut. And now this just turned into a complete dogfight this round. And Anaguchi is getting the better of him in this dogfight here. I think Susumi is getting frustrated. And he's and Anaguchi fell, but that looked like a slip. Yeah, that wasn't a clean punch. Anaguchi, I'm sorry, Susumi has a bad cut above his left eye. I just saw it. And he's bleeding a lot there. He keeps wiping it off. And I believe that's from a punch too in that exchange from Anaguchi. Just became a phone booth fight, and Sasumi is losing that battle too. Yeah, his face is starting to look really bad now. Good jab from Sasumi, but Anaguchi is getting more shots in. And I think that cut is really that cut is gonna really be a problem. They can't. The ref just timed it out. I guess he wants the doctor to check out the cut. The cut does look pretty bad. I don't think it's I don't think they should stop it already, but they're gonna get the ref to I mean the doctor to at least wipe it off. That cut is bad. Oh yeah, that's a bad cut. So that's a nasty cut right there. Good left hand from Anaguchi. Timed him right in again. He's throwing he's landing everything he's throwing. 40 seconds in the third, and Anaguchi is having another great round. Oh, good short left hand lands for Anaguchi. Anaguchi's a good boxer. I like this kid. This guy's good. Very, very good. Very good. Very good technical fighter here. Oh man, this guy is good. This guy is good. Very, very good. Wow. Thank you, Shin. Appreciate the donation, man. It says thanks for staying so late. Best wishes. Thank you. Appreciate that. All right. Dr. Johnson, what's up? Says 10 it's 10 in England. Yeah, I know you guys have 5 hours ahead. Yeah, it's good for you guys in the UK right now. I know you guys struggle to watch the fights here because the fights are so late for you guys. Are late. You guys got to watch out fights like at 4 or 5 in the morning. So no, I get it. No, not the main event. We're on the the last undercard fight. If you're just joining us, Inoue Tapales fight is next. Um, so just hang out a little bit. The fight will be next after this fight here. So I have a 3-0 for Anaguchi. Clear 3-0. Anaguchi's coming off his best round. Sasumi suffered a bad cut over his left eye. No one's been knocked down or anything yet. Oh boy. Sasumi just can't figure it out, man. It's like he's losing both ways, on the inside, on the outside. And Anaguchi's doing just a lot of things, like technical things that Sasumi just, even like right now with that lead hand and doing the head control and pivoting and stepping around him, turning him. uh, Sasumi doesn't stand a chance right now. He's gonna have to land something big to turn this fight around because other than that, he's just getting totally outclassed right now. Sasumi is keeping him right out exactly where he wants him to be. Good overhand left from Sasumi. We just over a minute left. Nice check, right hook lands for Anaguchi. We're just reaching the last minute of the fourth round. Oh wow, big left hand lands by Anaguchi. Wow. Susumi is just trying to make it really physical because he can't box with him. So he's at this point, I think he's just doing anything. He's just trying to land something. He's showing a lot of heart, but he's just totally being outclassed. Watch the elbow. Yep, the ref stepped in. Saw that. Oh, yo. Susumi caught him with a big left hand and knocked him down. That's the shot he was looking for. He finally caught him. And the Iguchi is down. This just turned the fight around. Wow. And Iguchi was winning. He was going on to win, and it's ending around. And Iguchi got dropped. This is a pretty good fight. This turned into a fight. Okay. Sassoon Inoue was on his way to winning his fourth round straight for me, and he got dropped at the end of the round. What's up, Mr. S? He said didn't stop drinking till 4 a.m. Yeah, that was a good shot. He's been looking to land a big shot there. He landed a left hand. Inoue got dropped from that shot immediately. Yeah, not much body work from neither in this fight. But have it 3-1 now with the knockdown. That's gonna give speaking of body work, Sasumi comes out going to the body, and now they're both going to the body. I guess they heard us, man, because now they're both throwing combinations to the body, and it's a straight. Now they're both head to head, phone booth fighting right now. Both going to the body. I guess they heard you talk about the body work, the lack of it, because that's all we're getting in this fifth round now. Good fight. Now I don't know if this is smart for Anaguchi because he was winning the fight by fighting a certain way before, and now he's kind of fighting the fight that Sasumi wants to fight. All right, but he's having some nice sweeping right hook there, lands for Anaguchi, and he's landing the bigger shots right now. Ref steps in and tells these guys to watch your heads because their heads are rubbing against each other, and that's probably bad for Sasumi, being that he already has a cut over his left eye. Good combination from Anaguchi again. He's getting the better shots off in this little exchange between them halfway through the fifth. Watch the elbow. The ref got to say something about that forearm. I think Anaguchi is using a little too much. Nice two left hook lands for Sasumi. Oh. Anaguchi caught him with a big left hand, kind of rocked him a little bit, made him stumble a little bit. Just over a minute left in this fifth round, and they're still brawling in the center of the ring here. This fight just turned into a whole brawl. Good body work from both. Watch the elbow again. The ref is not saying anything about Anaguchi. Just the forearm push off is they're just a little too hard at times. Watch the elbow again. He just used the elbow again. The ref is not saying anything. 30 seconds to go in this fifth round. Close round to score, man. I feel like Anaguchi might have been a little bit more consistent. I don't know. Sasumi's been doing decent this last minute. Big shot again from Anaguchi. Anaguchi got the round. He's finishing off stronger. He's backed up Sasumi. Wow, what a round. I feel like every round for this fight has been a different round. The approach from both fighters has been different with every round. Think Anaguchi won the round because he was actually able to back him up a couple of times. I seriously think that the referee needs to say something about the elbow. I think it's just sometimes he's pushing off, but sometimes it's like he's throwing it like this, you know? And I think he needs to say something because the guy's already cut and it's just illegal, you know? What he's been doing with his elbow and forearm is just to create space. It's just he should be warned to not throw that. All right, we're going into the sixth round. This is a 10-round fight. Good left hand. I think now Susumi's come out, still coming forward, but now Anaguchi's gone back to fighting that long range, mid range type of fight, and fighting behind a jab. Good one too from Anaguchi lands. The ref is letting these guys do what they want to do. Sometimes I hate when the ref is over too involved in a fight. But I think there's times where you got to tell a fighter that he can't do, like Susumi and I'm sorry, Anaguchi, and the way he's doing the shoulder bumps, he's doing the forearms and the elbows and the stiff arms, and some of the things that he's doing is he's overdoing it. You know what I mean? What's up? What's up? What's up, everyone that's joining, man? Smash the like button, please. If you haven't already, hit the thumbs up for me. Do me that favor. Not enough people are liking the video. Halfway through the sixth round, and I think the again another elbow. It's just too much. Anaguchi's gone back to boxing, and Susumi's taking a lot of damage here. He's trying to get the overhand left that he landed earlier in the fight that knocked down Anaguchi, but he just can't seem to get the timing right. Good uppercut from Anaguchi. All right, 30 seconds left in the sixth round, and the referee separates them again. I think he wants the doctor to take a look at that cut. It is a pretty bad cut, but it's no worse than what it was earlier in the fight. All right, um, but it's a bad cut. It is a bad cut. Now I already got coffee, man. I'm not gonna be any more alive than what I am right now. I don't need coffee. I need food. I'm hungry right now. All right. I just need food. A good left hand lands for Anaguchi. I mean, he's styling on him on this round here. I mean, at this point, what's up with the elbow, ref? This gotta stop. A little showboat in that last 30 seconds from Anaguchi here. He's really feeling himself. I've only given the fourth round to Sasumi. I think the fifth round was a close one. I think that one could have gone to him, but outside of that, it's been all Anaguchi for me. Thank you for subscribing, man. I hope you enjoy the channel. You know, there's a good amount of Americans here. It's people here from all different places. A lot of people wake up to fight to watch Inoue fight. I've been covering his fights for the last few years. I'm kind of used to the routine of waking up 3, 4 in the morning. I think this is the earliest I woke up. I actually woke up like at 2:45 a.m. to get on live. I do have to work today. I'm gonna watch this and go get straight ready for work. I'm gonna be tired, but we can't miss this fight. This is gonna be a historical fight because Inoue, if he wins, he is to become a two-time undisputed, two-division undisputed champ. I mean, Susumi is being very aggressive here in the seventh, but he's trying to land something clean here. Oh boy. Oh, another knockdown. That's a knockdown. Another knockdown for Susumi. He caught him with a right. I think it was a right hook. He caught him with the backhand, and that's another knockdown. So Anaguchi has been knocked down twice in this fight. So he has to be careful, man, because one thing about, he's outboxing him, but Susumi's seemed to be the tougher fighter here between the two. And now they're going back to a phone booth fight. And it favors Susumi right now because he's connecting more. He's outworking Anaguchi, and Anaguchi is taking a lot of fights. If he's not careful, depending on how this fight is being scored, he can still lose this fight. This is a very good fight. Please, if you guys are not watching the fight, tune into this fight. This has been a good fight. We got Anaguchi, who's been the better boxer, but he's been knocked down twice in this fight here. And 1 minute left to go in the seventh round. We still got 3 more rounds after this, so anything can happen here. Very, very good fight. Definitely the best fight so far tonight. Short left hand lands for Anaguchi, but Susumi is been landing at will, showing a lot of heart, even with the bad cut and all. He is outworking Anaguchi. Maybe Anaguchi is getting a little tired. He looks tired. Those body shots might be catching up on him. Wow, Sunsumi is having a very good round. Let's see what happens, man. Anaguchi is bleeding from his mouth. Wow. Very, 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 very good fight. Very good fight. Very action-packed fight. And the tables have turned here. So depending on, how the judges is scoring, this could be an even fight right now. You know, um, I think as far as rounds, I think the score should either be 5-2 or 4-3. But there's 2 knockdown scored by Susumi. The cut is really bad. It is really bad, but Susumi he's taking a power, man. I mean, he's showing a lot of heart. This is still anybody's fight, y'all. We've got 3 more rounds to go. I think Anaguchi needs to be very, very careful from this point. I think he just needs to stick to boxing and avoid trading with Susumi because Susumi clearly can knock him down at any given time. Susumi is doing well with the pressure now. And it seems like Anaguchi's timing is a little bit off now. I hope they don't stop the fight with the cut, but the cut is a bad cut. I just want them to let this one go. since Sasumi is doing well. I hate when they stop a fight from a bad cut when the cut opponent is doing so well. I think Anaguchi is getting tired. He's starting to tie up a lot more now. Nice right hook lands for Anaguchi though. Good body shot from Anaguchi. He's going back to boxing here. Sasuni gotta get this fight going. He needs to let his hands go because this is not the kind of fight he wants. He doesn't want to sit here and box from the outside with Anaguchi. He needs to get back to being aggressive. All right, we have a minute and 20 seconds to go in the 8th round. That right hook to the body was a little low for Anaguchi. No, this fight is on ESPN Plus. Close round. Anaguchi's winning to me, but they're both they're both kind of tired. You can tell. I think Sasumi put a lot of effort through a lot of punches that last round. Good step back left hand from Anaguchi. Good round for him. All right, 8th round in the bag for Anaguchi. He's gone back to boxing. Sasumi, we just didn't see that same kind of intensity that he had the last round. Yes, please definitely smash the like button if you haven't already. Smash that like button for me. I appreciate it. All right. Appreciate the thumbs up, everybody. This is a very good fight. Very good fight. We needed a fight like this to lead into the main event. You know, the first couple fights. The first fight ended with a early knockout. The second fight ended it up in not so good performance, but you know we got a stoppage there too, and then there was a long delay. But this is a good fight, man. This has been a very good fight, and we are closing out the last 2 rounds here. All right, I still think Anaguchi is winning, but you know depending on how the judges are scoring it, it could be close. As soon as Sasumi has come out this round, he's throwing a lot of punches again. A lot of them are not landing, but he's going back and being aggressive. And Anaguchi is still trying to use distance here. He connected with a good step back left hand again. Um, Sasumi got to close the gap, man. He has to. He has to, man. But he doesn't move his head well. Another right hand lands for Sasumi. He hurts Anaguchi again. Anaguchi didn't go down, but Anaguchi is hurt. Anaguchi's trying to tie up, nope, he's down. He should have tied up. They should have tied up. He's down again. He might lose this fight because of this. This is a third knockdown, and all 3 knockdowns has been in separate rounds. Oh man, this is gonna be, when you get knocked down 3 times in a fight, in a 10-round fight, it's gonna be hard to win. Sasumi is going at him, man. And it's funny because it didn't even look like Sasumi landed the biggest shots in these knockdowns, but Anaguchi just doesn't have the same kind of durability as Sasumi. This is crazy, man. Very, very good fight. It's either Anaguchi is winning the rounds by outclassing him or he gets knocked down. Anaguchi's coming back landing some hard shots, but Anaguchi has not knocked down Sasumi at all. Wow, what a good fight. This is a very, very good fight, man. This is a good fight. And Sasumi is coming back. And it looks like Anaguchi's hurt again. Oh, man. This is going to be a tough fight to score. Wow. Anaguchi just landed a ton of shots, but he cannot hurt Sasumi. Thank God they haven't stopped the fight because of the cut. What a fight. Oh, man, this is a very, very good fight, y'all. Y'all missing a good one. This is a good old classic war. Wow. What a good fight, y'all. What a good fight. What a good fight. Amazing fight. Yeah, I can't call it because you got the three. So you had the 3 rounds that Sasumi won just spaced off the knockdowns, right? So you got 3 10-8 rounds, and I believe the 5th round might have been a swing round that I gave to Anaguchi. But I definitely think that was the closest round. So depending on the judges, I think the judges either have a score 7 rounds to 3 or 6 rounds to 4. But you also got to include the knockdowns, right? So I don't know. I don't have my calculator here. I mean, I know what rounds that I'm giving them, but as far as scoring, you got 3 10-8 rounds, possibly a 10-9 round for Sasumi, and all the other rounds are 10-9 rounds for Anaguchi. It really depends on what the judges like here because Sasumi has been very aggressive when it became a phone booth fight. But we're in the final round right now. Oh, good left hand again from Anaguchi, but he needs a knockdown to secure the win to me, to secure it. Because right now it's anybody's fight, especially depending on what the judges like here. But him putting this much damage on Sasumi and not knocking him down once could be a problem for him. They should run this back. They should run this fight back. They should have a rematch, these two, regardless of who wins. I think Anaguchi is winning this round. But again, I mean, a knockdown can happen at any given point. But he's Anaguchi again. He's been more precise. He's been more accurate. He's backed up Sasumi a couple times with a couple left hands here, but it only takes one punch for Sasumi to hurt this guy. All right, we have about just over a minute left in the final round here before the main event. Tasumi's cut is so bad, man. And the ref and the doctor didn't stop this fight, but the cut is nasty. Anaguchi's finished strong, man. This is a phenomenal round from Anaguchi. Way to finish off the fight. I don't know what's gonna happen, man. Yeah, I know all knockdowns are not automatic 10-8s, especially the first knockdown, because the first knockdown, I think Anaguchi was winning the 4th round clear until he got knocked down. So you're right. Again, it really depends on the judges, man. Oh my God. He's down again. Bro, he got knocked down in the last 2 seconds of the fight. And Inoue was dominating him the whole round. Now, that shouldn't be a 10-8 round. Wow. How do you dominate that round? That was one of your best rounds, and you got knocked down in the last 2 or 3 seconds of the round. He's exhausted. Wow. Now, that round should be a 10-9 round because he clearly was winning the round, and he just got hit with one right hand, and he just lost. I think he's exhausted, though. How do you get knocked down that many times, man? Wow. I don't know, man. What do you guys got it? I don't know. I mean, you got one fighter that clearly was winning the majority of every round, and he just kept getting knocked down. He needs help. Oh no, he's not good. He's shaking. Yo, Anaguchi's not good. Nah, they got to get him an ambulance right away. They got to get him to the hospital right away. Yeah, they got to get him out of here, man. He's not good. The way he walked to his corner after the round was over didn't look good. They got to get someone to check him. We've seen this before, man. They got to get someone to check him out. Sasumi won, by the way. I couldn't hear the scorecards, but he won by unanimous decision. I mean, 4 knockdowns. It's hard to lose a fight when you knocked a guy down 4 times in a 10-round fight. Yeah, they're carrying Amaguchi back now. They got to get him to a hospital right away. Right away. Yeah, I didn't like the way he got up and walked over to his corner after the round was over. Good fight though. Amazing fight. Great fight. But he looked exhausted, man. Yeah, man, that's a great comparison. Average someone says, hope he's all right. Kind of reminds me of Taylor and Chavez. Yeah, no, definitely. That's a perfect. I mean, the knockdown was what 10 seconds left when Chavez dropped Taylor. Yeah, and they stopped the fight. Sumi got $75,000. Okay, let's say 10 million Zen. Hit that thumbs up, man. We got one more fight to go. I mean, the main event is up next. I mean, good fight, very good fight though. I hope Yanaguchi is okay. Get that man to a hospital immediately. Hell of a fight. Hell of a fight. Nah, Taylor was definitely never the same after that. I am starving. I can't wait to eat. They should have a rematch. I think they should. It was a really good fight. You had the better boxer versus the bigger puncher, and it was a good comeback win because Anaguchi was just he was boxing so good, but he just didn't have the punch resistance that Susumi had. Box work is very, very quick. So the monster against the palace is next. Uh I mean, I have Inoue stopping him, man. I would say within five, or about it, within six. I mean, within six. I don't think it goes past the fifth round. I think Tapales is gonna box with him and try to win. You know, but I think he's gonna get caught and stopped. Yeah, if they were to have a rematch, I'll probably lean towards Sasumi to win, just because we know that he can hurt him. I think it's not even that I think Hanaguchi wasn't fighting smart. I just think that he just didn't have the punch resistance to deal with Sasumi's pressure. I think Sasumi gave the first round or two away, just trying to box with him. I think the next fight would be all about pressure. Now that he knows he can hurt him, I think he would just do better at closing the gap and covering ground. But it would, I think it's definitely necessary to have a rematch, you know. No, he already fought, Jay. The main event is next. I think all of the fights, just it's got to be the main event next, right? I don't live in Brooklyn, bro. I live in New York, but I don't live in Brooklyn. All right, before the main event, guys, give me a few minutes. I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. Oh man, yeah, Had to heat up some food. Gonna heat up some food real quick before this main event starts. I am starving, man. Got a bunch of Christmas leftovers, so I'll be good for the next day or so with food. All right. So after today, I guess the next I'll probably be doing a breakdown. Um, I don't know. I gotta go through the schedule and see what's next. I think I've done everything that I needed to do. As far as like the whole Day of Reckoning card, I think I'm done talking about that. I think I'm gonna start going through the 2023 boxing awards. I mean, it's been a big year. So I definitely got to go down the list and go through all the fights of the year and see what was the best fights of the year and who had the best knockouts. I know people have been asking me that for the last couple of months. Who had the best knockout of the year, best performances of the year, biggest upsets of the year. I guess we're gonna go through all of that. So I'm gonna start preparing. After today, I'm gonna start preparing for all of that. And yeah, we go from there, you know. Plant versus Benavidez was a really good fight. I don't know if that was fight of the year for me, but it was a good fight. I thought the referee was a little bit too involved. All right, so it's not my favorite fight of the year, but it was a very good fight. Yeah, Rolly Romero definitely had KO the year against Barroso. uh, yeah, I gotta. All right, so give me a minute. I'll be back. I'm gonna eat real quick. So just I'll be back in like 5 minutes, guys. All right, I'm back. The fighter's about to come out in a minute. Well, if Tapales wins, he's definitely upset of the year for sure. And yeah, he might be fight of the year, because he would have beaten MJ Akhmadaliev and Inoue. All right. Is anyone again before I start? Is anyone expecting Tapales to get the win, pull off the upset? Is there anyone here? I know there was a few people in the comments in the breakdown video, but is there anyone that's actually here in the chat that think Tapales is going to pull off the upset? I don't. Let me ask you guys a question, and I know Tapales beat MJ, but does anyone feel that MJ would have been a tougher fight for Inoue, stylistically? Oh, nobody. Yeah, I agree. I think MJ would be that. That's the only reason why I asked. I think MJ would be a little bit more challenging than Tapales. Oh, I'm just thinking overall, like if they were to match up, like let's say if MJ had beaten it Tapales because it was a really close fight, but I'm talking about style. I'm talking about the fight between MJ and Inoue. Jay says Tapales won, so Tapales is tougher. I don't think boxing works that way. I don't think it necessarily works that way. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, the triangle theory doesn't work. I personally think MJ would have been a tougher opponent, but I think he would have lost too. Who do I think the biggest challenge in this weight class? I think I would probably have said MJ at this point. I think he already beat Fulton. I think the biggest challenge was Fulton. He already beat him. I think MJ. I like MJ's bet chances better than Neary. Honestly, I think MJ would have a little bit more to offer than Neary. I know Neary's a big puncher, but he would have been too easy for Inoue to hit. I don't know. I mean, I still want to see that fight, but I think MJ would have been the toughest outside of Fulton, but he lost. So yeah, I would love to see MJ and Neary fight each other. I actually think Neary and MJ would be a great fight. I think MJ, you got to understand. I know MJ lost to, I know he lost to Tapales and everything, but it was a very, very close fight. And MJ finished stronger, Um, from what I remember, MJ finished a lot stronger, and he was still able to hurt Tapales in the fight. So even though he lost the fight, it was his first loss. I think he had a bad start to the fight. No excuses or anything, but it was still a very close fight. It's not like he got totally outclassed. It was still a very, very close fight. You know, who do I got between Inoue and Brandon Figueroa? I got Inoue. I got Inoue. Already, I would lean towards him beating the guys at 126, but Figueroa is going to always be tough for everyone because of his volume and his awkwardness and his angles. Uh, it's not an easy fight, but I still would have Inoue beating him. I think Neri should have beaten Figueroa. I just think like certain fighters let their hands go when their opponent is pressuring them and they're falling right into the trap of getting tired and slowing down. And I think that's what happened with Neri. I think Neri was just letting his hands go a little too much, too soon, too early in a fight. And I think he was focused too much on trying to hurt him with every punch. I think when you fight like a pressure fighter like that, you gotta be a little bit more selective with your shots. All right. And just don't punch yourself out. Um, you need to have great cardio in the second half of the fight. You have to leave a little bit left in the tank for the second half of the fight in the gas tank. I think Triple D did a decent job against Gerald Miller the other day, dealing with the pressure. Um, but I wouldn't bet against an Inoue. Somebody asked me about Bruce Carrington. I know he recently did an interview. I didn't watch the interview, but I saw it on like Fight Hype where he was, basically saying, he was basically comparing his chances to Inoue. I don't know exactly what he said, but someone asked me recently about Bruce Carrington, and I think it's too soon. Carrington might be like one of my favorite prospects, if not my favorite prospects right now, but it's too soon for him to fight in a way. It's just too soon. I don't care how good he looks. It's just you don't go from the fighters you facing right now straight to Inoue. You don't. It's just way too early. Way, way, way too early to call that. Bruce looks great and he's getting better with every fight, but I want to see a little bit more before by the time, like, let's just say Bruce, let's just say in a way has maybe another fight or two at 122 and it moves up to 126. I think by the time Inoue will have like maybe two or three fights up at 126 first, maybe we could start talking about Bruce Carrington, but it's way too soon right now. I would not want that fight to happen. That's like, that's like how I felt with Erickson Lubin against Jamel Charlo. That's even worse than that, to be honest, because like Lubin was too green, but Carrington is still just a prospect. I mean, we saw what happened to Erickson Lubin when he fought Jamel Charlo too soon. A lot of people were saying like Lubin's going to do this, that. I was like, it's too soon. He's too much of a prospect. He hasn't had any signature fights yet, and we seen him get knocked out in the first round. You know what I mean? So, um, yeah. Yeah, I wanted to start covering a little bit more with the Olympics. Again, it's all about time management. There's a lot of things that I would like to cover. If I could cover everything when it comes to boxing, anything boxing related, I would. It's just about time management. And I've been saying that I've been wanting to cover the Pro Box TV cards too, the smaller cards. It's very, very hard. I don't have as much time as I used to, so it's hard to be consistent. All right, but the main event is starting now. Tapales is doing his ring walk right now, so let's get ready for this main event. I don't know if Bam Rodriguez is ever going to fight Inoue. I say no because Inoue is moving up and Bam is slowly moving up. Like he's a few divisions behind. So nah. All right. So Tapales is entering the ring, the unified champion. Yeah, Bam. So to me, Bam and Junto Nakatani is the fight to make. I don't think that fight will happen yet. I think both fighters will get a piece of the older champions first. I mean, Bam has already, but I think I could see Bam maybe fighting Estrada, or Nakatani might fight Yoka, or maybe Estrada and Yoka finally fight each other. I don't know. But I don't see that fight happening right now. I think at some point those two could definitely have a major fight at 115. All right, but I don't know. Last time I checked, Robert Garcia said in a post fight that he kind of wants Bam to stay at 112 and he doesn't want to rush him up. So I don't know what is going to happen with Bam right now. I don't think Bam and Chocolatito is going to fight each other. They don't really want to fight each other. Oh, Nakatani moved to 118. Okay. Well, if he moved up, then we might not even get that then. But I would love to see that fight. All right. So Inoue is about to do his ring walk now. Tapales is already in the ring. So I'll let you guys know when this fight begins. Please hit the thumbs up if you haven't already. If you guys are in this chat, do me that favor, smash the like button for me right before this fight begins. It really wasn't the plan to cover the entire fight this morning. I was gonna just get up and try to get on um right before the fight and maybe cover the maybe one fight prior to the main event, but I didn't want to risk going back to sleep and missing the main event. So when that alarm wait rung this morning and I saw that they were showing 4 fights on this card, I was like, I might as well just do the entire card, because like how do you time a main event, you just can't risk it. I don't want to miss it. I would have been pissed off if I missed it live. So I'm here. Good morning, keeping it real estate. Good morning, you. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to everyone. Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa, whatever it is that you celebrate. Um, happy holidays to you. Yeah, I was gonna set my alarm clock for the main event, but I've learned in the past that the schedule ring walkouts are not always accurate. And I mean, just look at the day of reckoning card. The day of reckoning card was way ahead of schedule. It was so many knockouts on that card outside of Bivol. Um, there were so many, like the first three fights happened within like the first hour and a half of the card, you know? So I didn't want to like mess up and jump on here and the fight is over. So, it's early. I'm not gonna get no time. I was hoping like I could get maybe another hour in before going to work, but I'm just gonna just get dressed and head on out. But it's been a good week of boxing, man. It's been a great week. Was able to get a lot of content done this week, a lot of breakdowns. Um, it was a good week. Good week in boxing, man. A lot of new subscribers to the channel, couple hundred new subscribers. Um, Good week. All right, so both fighters are in the ring. We are waiting for the national anthems to go through, and then we are moments away from the main event. Yeah, I'm excited to see Virgil back in the ring. I also want to see how he looks at 154. Nah, the 26th is not a holiday here. The holiday was yesterday. Oh, you said coach is late? Shout out to Coach Malachi. That's my guy. Yeah, I didn't wanna get that. I didn't want that to happen to me. I rather just stay up. I'm gonna be tired today, but it's all good. I'll make up for the rest later on. I don't think there is a Boxing Day in America. Inoue looks ready. Yeah, his eye looked fine. I saw that little bruising he had before, but his eye looks good. Both fighters look good. In the UK, the 26th of December is Boxing Day. Okay. Yeah, boxing is much bigger in the UK though. It's much bigger. I think when I look at my like my subscribers and location, I think the UK is the second biggest following that I have after America. And I think the gap between that and the next country or area is a huge gap. The fight is on ESPN. Kwanzaa's today, yeah. Inoue looks ready to go, man. He's he looks fired up, man. He looked like he's ready to go. You gotta feel intimidated by fighting this guy, man. I don't care who you are. I don't care how much heart you got. You gotta be intimidated going into a fight with this guy. I mean, he's so dominant. He hasn't almost lost the fight. He's coming off a dominating performance against a really good fighter. You gotta feel some way fighting this guy, right? It's gotta be so much pressure fighting this guy, man. No matter who you are. Top Rank being bought by UFC is wild. Yo, I always wonder what would happen with Top Rank, if something were to happen to Bob. I mean, he's getting up there in age. Oh, you mean boxing your old items? Oh, okay. They're doing they're calling out Inoue first, even though he did the ring walk second. Monster Inoue. What's your predictions, guys? What's your finals predictions? If you got it by knockout, what round? Let me know in the comments right before the fight starts. What are your final thoughts? I say he gets stopped within 6. Yeah, I don't think he makes it to the 6th round. CPB got stoppage in ninth. Okay. He got stoppage in 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay, a couple ninth round guys. Third. Yeah, I'm thinking anywhere between the third and fifth. I just hope we get a good fight. That's all. I just want a good fight up until the fight goes, but let's go. Round one. All right, round one. Right to the body lands for an Inoue. Marlon touches him with a jab to the body. A lot of respect from both fighters so far. Anyway, steps in with a right hand. Hasn't really got anything through the guard yet. Marlon's fighting out of a high guard so far. Good left hand lands for Tapales. Nice clean left hand. Halfway through the first. Not much action from both yet. Tapales lunged in with a left hand, and Inoue countered with an uppercut. Inoue lands a right to the body. They're both being very, very cautious. A lot of respect from each other from both. 40 seconds left in the first round. Both are waiting for the counter, which is expected. 30 seconds left. Nice jab from Marlon to the body. Inoue starting to press forward a little bit. Landed a couple jabs. Another jab from Inoue in round one in the books. I got full. That's full. I got Inoue round one. Landed a little bit more. Landed a couple good clean power shots. Yeah, the uppercut didn't sit land super clean, but I think Inoue did a little bit more. Tapales landed the left, couple jabs, but Inoue did a little bit more. Well, most first rounds are like that, but you know the judges are still going to score these rounds. All right, round two. I expect both to pick it up a little bit this round, and Inoue comes in, steps in with a right, throws a left and a right behind it, blocked by Tapales. Oh, Inoue got him down with a jab. All right, well, Inoue caught him with a jab as he stepped in and went down, but the ref called it a slip. I don't know if he lost his foot in there, but I thought it was a knockdown. It was a clean jab that landed. That was quick, man. That jab was two right hands from Inoue blocked by Tapales. We're about halfway through the second. Another jab, counter jab lands from Inoue. Now you're starting to see as they're starting to fight a little bit more. You can see the speed advantage of Inoue, especially because he's been keeping his lead foot on the outside of the southpaw here. Nice right hand to the body from Inoue. About 45 seconds to go in the second round. Tapales lands a jab. Little flurry from Inoue there. Caught him with a right hand. Well, what I will say is Tapales, up to this point, has done a good job from blocking like a lot of the power shots from Inoue. He's been decent with defense so far in this fight. Good round. I give the second to Inoue. Tapales landed a couple of good shots, but Inoue to me did the better work overall. I actually thought that was a knockdown. I mean, I don't know if they're going to show it. Maybe they should show it in slow mo so I can see it again. They called it a slip, but it looked like a clean jab to me. You know, I mean, even if he lost his balance, maybe they're going to show it here. Nah, they're not showing it. Even if he lost his balance a little bit there, it looked like when he stepped in, he got caught with a clean jab. You know, that's something that definitely um I definitely got to see it again, you know. All right, round 3. I have it 2-0 so far for Inoue. Again, Tapales defensively has been pretty good. Um he's been blocking the majority of the right hands from Inoue so far. Inoue is starting to let his hands go a little bit more each round. Tapales lands a jab to the body of Inoue. Big right hand to the body from Inoue, and Tapales counters with a right hook. Good boxing from Tapales so far. Tapales catches him with a straight left to the body. Tapales steps in, lands 2 left to the body. Another blocked right hand from Tapales. I mean, from Inoue. Nice 1-2 from Inoue lands. He got through with that one. Tell you one thing, good boxing. I like the boxing. Nice left hand and right hook from Tapales. I like the boxing from Tapales this round. Good boxing. He's doing much better than Fulton did. He's been pretty good with his timing, pretty accurate, especially with the straight lefts. He's landed a good amount of straight lefts to Inoue's body this round. He lands a jab. 1 minute to go in the third round. Inoue pops him with a jab. Throws 2 rights, one to the head, one to the body, but both are blocked. Inoue touches him with a left hook. 40 seconds to go. Good short right hand counter from Inoue. Yeah, Inoue caught him with like 3 short right hands in a row. Good jab and left hand to the body again from Tapales. Oh, Inoue caught him with a short right hand, backed him up. That's been a money shot for Inoue this round. Very close round. That's a round that could have gone to Palace. I mean, he was consistently landing straight lefts to the body. I know Inoue in the last minute or so, he landed about good four short right hands. But it could have been. I think that could have been. I think I'm gonna go with Tapales that round. I just like the jab. I like the amount of left hands he landed to the body. He was on point. He was on point that round. It's close. You can go either way. We got Focus as 3-0 Inoue. Boxing with Sean said no. He's good. He's been on point. I think that's a round you could give him. And I like his defense. His defense has been sharp. He hasn't gotten hit with anything hard and heavy yet. Nice left to the body and uppercut lands for Tapales. Nice counter jab from Inoue. One thing I'll say about this fight is for Inoue, I mean, his jab has been very good. The short right hands has been good. As far as like out long distance though, he's struggled to land the right hand from the outside so far. Like Tapales has been on point landing that left, especially to the body. Inoue got through right there with the right hand. See, Inoue is trying to turn up, and I think Tapales is slowly starting to fight his fight, which I don't know what if that's smart because now that Tapales is starting to open up a little bit more, Inoue is a bigger puncher here. You know what I mean? But Tapales is still doing good defensively, at least for now. Let's see what happens. Tapales is coming forward too. I think it's gonna be the left hook. I can see it. I can see it. Tapales, Tapales is coming forward, and he's starting to eat a lot of shots now. Inoue is getting him to the body a lot. It's just nah. This is not smart. He's gonna get hit. He's gonna get hurt. It's already hurting him because you can tell from the way Tapales is throwing his punches now. He looks like he's bothered, but he's showing a lot of heart. But this is not the fight. He was doing well before. This is not the fight he wants. Right hand uppercut from Inoue, partially blocked by Tapales. Oh, he caught Tapales with a left hook. That hurt him. Tapales is about to go down. He's about to go down. Tapales is hurt and Tapales is down. He's down. 13 seconds left in the fourth round. Bad decision to go to war with Inoue. He's gonna get up though, and he's gonna finish this round. He's up. Round's done. All right. Yeah, yeah. It was a bad decision to do that. I think Tapales had some success when you know he was being patient, and once he started to go back and forth with Inoue, it was over. Because Tapales was landing, but he wasn't hurting Inoue. Inoue was landing, and he was hurting him. Just it's just a different level when it comes to power and speed. And I actually thought Inoue could have hurt him if he had timed the hook. If he had thrown with him with the hook, I think he could have. There was opportunities there for him to land a big hook earlier that round. All right, but we're going into the fifth round, and Tapales has already been knocked down, and now Inoue jumps right at him early in this fifth, lands a right. Tapales is all guarded up. Inoue lands a right through the guard, lands a left to the body. Tapales is fighting back, but now this is a phone booth fight, and this is not where Tapales is taking a lot of damage. Oh, left hand get around. That hurt Tapales again. Inoue is about to become two division undisputed champ if this continues. Oh, Tapales caught him with a big right. That hurt. But Inoue responds with a left hook to the body. This is a good round. Tapales is battling back here in this fifth round. Just over a minute left in the fifth round. I mean, a minute into the fifth round, and they are going to war. Oh, short right hook counter from Inoue. Nice uppercut and left hook to the body from Tapales. Another one from Tapales. They are going to war. This is a good fight. This turned into a war, and Tapales is battling back. He's landing some big shots here in the fifth round. Inoue still hurts a little bit more though. Oh, big uppercut from Inoue, backs up into Tapales, but Tapales comes right back forward. This is a good fight. Oh, Tapales throws a hook and Inoue counters with a short right hand. This is such a good fight. Yo, this round is crazy. 30 seconds to go. Inoue lands a combo to the body. Tapales battles back again with another uppercut and hook. Wow, really, really good round from both. Tapales looks like he's gonna make it to the sixth. I said he wouldn't. I said he'd be stopped by the fifth. It looks like he's gonna make it. He took the yo. Good round from both, man. Tapales is showing great heart. I knew this fight would be better than the Fulton fight. Um, I knew Tapales was gonna bring the fight to him, but he's been taking the punches better than I thought he would. You know, this is a good. That was a really good round from both. From both, you know. I mean, Inoue won the round, but Tapales showed up. Yeah, I don't know if Tapales is again. I think Tapales and the way the pacing in the fight in the first three rounds worked better for him, but as far as entertainment, the last two rounds have been more entertainment because it's turned into a straight dogfight. Good left lands for Tapales, man. Tapales is coming forward and he's landing lefts to the body. He's backing up Inoue just a little bit here. Oh, nice. A nice slipping from Inoue, but he does get caught with a right hand. Tapales is starting very strong this sixth round here. That's my alarm for work. All right. Yeah, Tapales is being very, very aggressive, and now Inoue looks like he's backing up to set up a trap. The commentary is on point with that. You know, Inoue is just not just throwing back with him. He's waiting for the big shot. Big right hand backs up to Palace. Another right hand from Inoue. Now he's coming forward. Another right hand from Inoue. That one is blocked. Two lefts and a right from Inoue to counter to Palace. 1 minute left in the sixth round. Starting to see some damage on Tapales' face. Some swelling on the right corner of his eye. Inoue steps in with a 4-punch counter combo, lands to the body. 30 seconds to go in the sixth round. Yeah, I can see a little bit of swelling on Tapales' right eye, right on the corner. Good body shot from Inoue. Big right hand from Inoue, and Tapales ate it. Ooh, another combination from Inoue. How did this guy not get knocked out yet? He's taking some big punches from Inoue that round. This is yes. Yes, please hit the like button, please. Please. All right, let's get up to 200. Let's try that. Hopefully we can get up to 200 likes, man. All right, we got a 222 people viewing now. If everybody hit the like button, whoever hasn't hit it yet, hit it right now. Let's get us up there. How you guys feel about the fight? You guys enjoying the fight? What do you guys feel about the fight? It's a good fight. I like the durability. I mean, I think Tapales kind of abandoned some of the defense he displayed early, but it's been a better fight as far as action. But he's not winning. I think the only round you could give him is a third. It's been all a new way outside of the third round. Good jab from Tapales to kick off the seventh round. Tapales is now coming forward again. Oh, Inoue counter him with a right and then a left. Nice right hook from Tapales. Tapales is holding his own here. He's getting some good counters in, and he's taking the punches well from Inoue so far. I think Tapales has gone back to fighting the way he was fighting earlier in the fight, being very cautious as he steps in. Tapales is showing good defense again. Nice 1-2 from Inoue, but it was blocked by Tapales. Yeah, he rolls the jab and then he blocked the right hand with his left. Inoue stepped back, uppercut counter, landed. See, this is the kind of pace that Tapales wants to work. He wants to work, you know. Inoue has struggled to land that straight right. A lot of them been blocked, not landing that clean. Tapales lands a jab to the body, and Inoue tries to counter him with the right. Tapales is doing very good rolling in a lot of these punches. Very good defensively. He got caught with a right here and there. Oh, good jab from Tapales. Good round. Whoa. Yo, Tapales had a good round right there. I mean, the defense is on point. Inoue is struggling to land that right hand clean. Even the jabs. Tapales has gone back to how he was fighting the first 3 rounds and rolling those punches and maintaining distance. I mean, some of them are getting through, but they're not getting through clean to a point where, a Nue can really hurt him. You know what I mean? I think that's part of the problem here. Nue's still winning the fight based on activity, but he's not catching him with that raw power. You know what I mean? No, it's not about winning. I don't think Tapales is winning the fight. What I'm saying is Inoue, the fight is very, very competitive, and Inoue is having a hard time landing the big power shots. And that's why we're going into the 8th round. That's all I'm trying to explain. I mean, this is why MJ lost the fight. This is exactly why MJ lost that fight because he was just tough. He was tough to hit this guy clean. Inoue's having some trouble hitting this guy. Again, Inoue is still struggling to land, but we're not getting enough counters from Tapales. Good jab from Tapales lands right there, though. 1 minute left. 1 minute and 20 seconds left in the 8th round. Another jab lands for Tapales to the body. No way he throws the looping right hand, but again, it just can't land it. Good, good, good pivot from Tapales. Very good, very good boxing from Tapales right now. I mean, Inoue steps in again with a big right hand, but he keep touching his gloves. Good left and right lands for Inoue. Tapales lands a straight left to the body. Yeah, Inoue landed a right hand there. I'm giving Tapales that round. You know, Inoue landed a couple shots in the last 30 seconds, but he missed almost everything in that round. Very, very good, very, very good rolling from Tapales. I mean, very good, very, very good. You know, and he's been more on the money with the left hands. It's just that he doesn't have the power to hurt in a way, but he's been a little bit more effective with landing that left hand. You know, that's he's doing very well, in my opinion. A couple of the rounds were close. I gave to Palace a third and now the eighth. But you know, even the seventh was kind of close. You know, all right. In a way, struggling to deal with trying to get connect with that right hand, especially the last two rounds. He's really, really struggling to land it clean. You know, and he's doing what he has to do. You know, he's trying to he's gonna have to throw the hook and throw the right hand right behind it. Yeah, he doubled it. Yeah, he doubled it up just now, and Tapales is keeping that left hand right up. Tapales landed straight left to Inoue, clean. Wow. See, Tapales would have been doing even better if he didn't square up with Inoue for those 2 or 3 rounds. Nice combo from Inoue lands though. Good jab from Inoue. We almost halfway through the ninth. Still anyone's round. Very technical fight. This ended up being a real chess match. Good jab from Tapales. Good 1-2 from Inoue. He landed, he got through with the right hand there. But again, I mean, out of the 10 he throws, it's like only one get through, you know? Nice right hand from Inoue. Can't tell from the angle. I couldn't tell because I had Tapales' back. Couldn't tell if it landed clean, all the way clean, but it was a good shot. Inoue has him against the ropes. He's firing off, but again, Tapales is just been displaying. He's displaying great defense. It's just not enough offense. I gave Inoue the round, but he's displaying phenomenal defense. You know, you would think that Fulton. Oh, excuse me. You would think that Fulton was capable of doing this, but he wasn't at all. You know, Tapales is showing some really good shoulder roll defense here. You know, and he's catching Inoue in the process with some nice shots. It's just not a lot of power behind it, but it's still, you know, scoring shots here, you know. Um Going into the 10th round. All right, we're going into the 10th round. Tapales catches him to the body again. They tie up. Tapales caught him again to the body. He's been a sniper with that left hand to the body all night. Oh, and Inoue caught him with that right hand. Inoue caught him with another one. Those two right hands got through, and Tapales is down, and he's hurt. He's hurt in the 10th round. I don't know if he's getting back up, y'all. He's not getting up. He's not going to make it. He's not going to make it. He caught him with two straight rights right down the pipe. And Inoue is the new two-division undisputed champion. Yeah, those two he landed, got through. Tapales couldn't continue, man. Good performance. Good. Outside of the Donaire first fight, that was definitely Inoue's toughest fight. I would say that. Good performance. So you know what? I have to give it to Tapales. He went far. He showed great defense. Good fight. It was a good fight. A good technical chess match between them. I liked it. Did much better. Went further. I think it was only one person that predicted a distance win. I think a couple of you had it in the 9th round stoppage, but he went 10 and he gave us a couple good rounds, a few good rounds. Bob is in the ring. Look at old Bob. So he landed a right. That one actually got blocked, the first right hand. The second one got through. That one hurt. Tapales took a knee and didn't get back up. Yeah, Neri's probably next. Good win. Good win. Yeah, they yeah, they do announce the winners fast. Just like the last fight. They don't play around. Yeah, I got to give credit to Tapales. I love, especially the defense. The defense was really on point in this fight. I never seen anyone make Inoue miss so much. I mean, he missed a lot. But we'll see. You said Neri fight in the USA. Yeah. All right. I gotta get out of here, guys. I gotta go to work. I want to hang out and talk a little bit more and listen to this post fight interview, but I gotta get out of here. I'm gonna be late. All right. Subscribe to the channel if you are new, guys. Thank you for being out with me, and definitely on the way out. If you hit the thumbs up for me, I appreciate it. Thank you for everyone that also donated to the channel. All right. I got to get out of here. Y'all have a good day. Happy holidays. And I'll see you guys on the next one. All right. Peace.